The World Health Organization reported a swift surge in attacks on hospitals and healthcare facilities in Ukraine. A total of 16 attacks had been recorded since the Russian invasion began on February 24th, leading to at least 9 fatalities. The WHO is striving to supply Ukraine with medical resources like oxygen, insulin, personal protective equipment, surgical items, and blood products, which are running critically low. In light of these events, the European Center for Disease Prevention and Control has urged countries hosting Ukrainian refugees to include them in their vaccine programs, prioritizing vaccinations against COVID-19, polio, and measles. The ECDC warns that crowded bomb shelters and reception centers could facilitate measles outbreaks. Sterling fell against the dollar as Treasury yields rose, but it was still on track for weekly gains due to hopes for an economic recovery from the UK's vaccination program. The weaker pound was attributed to higher yields pushing the dollar higher. Data from the Bank of England showed that the British public's expectations for inflation remained low. Sterling has gained against the euro and the dollar in 2021. Data also showed that Britain's economy shrank less than expected in January. The pound was buoyed by expectations that the BoE would not push interest rates below zero and the Brexit trade deal with the EU. However, data showed that Britain's exports and imports with the EU declined in the first month of the new trade relationship. The benchmark US 10-year Treasury yield rose slightly as investors weighed positive vaccine news against the rapid spread of the Omicron variant. Pfizer and BioNTech announced that their COVID-19 vaccine showed effectiveness against the variant in a laboratory test. The yield on 10-year Treasury notes increased to 1.508%, marking the longest streak of gains since mid-October. The yield had its biggest weekly drop since June 2020 last week due to concerns over the Omicron variant and comments from Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. The World Health Organization stated that the variant has been reported in 57 countries and hospitalizations are expected to rise. However, comments from officials downplaying the severity of the variant have increased risk appetite in the market. A whirlwind tour of some of the most impactful world events in recent times. Stay tuned for more updates and remember, stay informed, stay curious.